Good. Now we're here with Ajey Anand, CEO of Norigin Media. I think you don't need to introduce yourself. You're the man of the show. So I ask everybody, what do you love about this conference? So what do you love about this conference?
Oh God, I love everything about it, of course. And I think that I started it because I made a list back in the day of the things that I don't like, including the venue, including the city in which, where we can be hosts, including the way presenters prepare for their presentations, and make sure that we address everything from technology, product to business, where I think a business person should learn a bit of technology and vice versa. And that's how the agenda is all about. And I wanted to make sure that it's a full 360 show, but it's about TV, and anything about TV needs to be fun. There's a lot of breaks, there's a lot of alcohol, there's a sit-down dinner. So that's what I like about this show.
What triggered the idea to say, okay, I need to come up with my own conference? Do you remember?
Absolutely. Costly tickets to other shows and me sitting down and writing notes on a panel and looking at a slide which I'd seen probably 3 times before in another show, and I was thinking that this is not happening. We actually stopped going for shows because of that one particular reason, and that's when we started this in 2018, and then there was the pandemic. So we got a couple in, and then we had to take a break, but we've come back.
You did some virtual ones during the pandemic.
We did, yeah. I called it the world's shortest online conference. We did 4 keynotes within an hour.
Okay.
It was a rapid presentation of, again, the speakers that we see, some of who are speaking today from Google and VSA. So these guys have actually spoken on the virtual event. They've never been to Oslo, so it was my pleasure to welcome them back.
Nice. Very good. So, my favorite question, I give you $100 million. Sorry, it's not a promise.
Yes.
So if I gave you $100 million, what would you do with it?
Wow. I think I would, first of all, invest
In what?
In a lot of things personal, but relevant to this particular industry. I would invest in a similar sort of an expansive event for the industry. I think I live and breathe this industry to a certain level, and I feel that people should consider this more than a job. I think it's a part of our lives, and we need to make it fun when we do exhibitions and presentations. We've been thinking of doing this in smaller rounds around in Europe, in other places in America. So we're thinking about it. It's a lot of effort, and we're not an events company. Our day job is about streaming TV and apps.
Do you want to become an events company?
No, we want to make sure that events become a part of the industry where people actually do work. You know, the content industry works in that particular way. There's no difference between an event, you know, MIPCOM's going on right now, but business happens there. So I think that that's missing in the technology and the services industry, and I believe that needs to happen, whether it's advertising and content. I come from the advertising background where you have upfronts, where people actually do business alongside events. So the day that an event's happening like this, where you and I are actually signing an agreement, that's my dream. Good. Let's work on that. Yeah.
Ajey, great to have you here. Thanks for having us here in this fantastic venue.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, and welcome to Oslo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.